What's up, everyone? Look, I wanted to make a quick video to show you how I'm doing the lacing for the samurai armor. So if any of you have questions, you can refer to this, or if you're still confused, you can ask me. But this is what it looks like. See, it's got that crossover, and then it comes up, and then it comes out, which will go into the next plate, which will be right here. See, it's already got the holes, and it's painted, and it's ready to go. So what I'm doing is I'm taking 550 cord. This is already cut to length. I've already measured. And then, so the other part is it has this kind of inner string, which makes it kind of puffy. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all of that out. And this allows it to lay flatter. And it'll make it look nicer. What I'm also doing is I'm knotting the one end right here, which won't be seen, and then I'm burning the other tip, which will make it easier to thread through the holes in the armor plates. So I'm going to go ahead and show that right now, and then I'll just show you. So first we're going to knot one end. Doesn't matter which end. Just try to keep it nice and close to the end so you have more string to work with. So just one simple knot. And then for the other tip, all you're going to do is take a lighter and you're just going to light it on fire. So, booyah, flames! So it'll start blackening, it'll catch on fire like that. Let it burn a little bit, and then this is going to be off camera, but you're just going to take the edge of the lighter and you're going to smash it on a surface that will cause it to kind of flatten it and give it a nice tip in order to push through the holes that you made for the armor pieces. And that will be like this. So you can just put it right through here and see how easy that was. Normally, when it has this frayed end, and including that string, if you leave that string in, it makes it much harder to get through. But if you take this frayed end and you try to stick it through, you can already see it just kind of opens up and makes it very difficult. So we are going to do the same thing for the second string, because it takes 2 per line. Just going to make a knot at the end, like that. And then the other side, we will light on fire. And then let that burn for a second. And then we're going to take the edge of the lighter and smash it down. And then you'll get a tip like that, which makes it much easier to put through the armor piece. See? Much easier. Okay, now, when it comes to the patterning, one big thing about armor, for the samurai armor, is that it needs to be fucking identical. So, you see, on this one, the left side goes under the right side, left side under the right side, left side under the right side, left side under the right side. You also want to keep your keep them tight, and you want to keep them flat. You see on the back side it's nice and flat as well. Not only will it make it look nice, but you won't use as much string, because if you let it bind and kind of twist and all of that garbage, it's going to use more string. So we're going to go left side first, right side next. You see, it gives you a nice little thing that you can grab onto. Nice and solid. So, see, it's nice and tight, nice and flat. So, when you get to the other side, yeah, nobody's going to see it. So, what the hell, right? Well, if you get a twist, or even worse, when it decides it wants to kind of bunch up because it's twisted, it likes to twist on itself sometimes, and it gets... Yeah, it's not now it doesn't want to do it, but it will try and twist on you, and it'll cause you to use, not a lot, but it'll cause you to use more string than you need. So nice and tight, nice and flat. And this one's going to poke out the top, like that. A little twist. If it does, all you got to do is twist it, and it will fix itself. So we will go through and pull, nice and flat. Push through, grab, pull. See? And you just give it a little twist, and it fixes itself. And then we push through, and it's nice and flat. Okay, so you have successfully done the whole side, the whole first armor piece. Well, these are layered, so what we're going to do is push these through the back of this, and it's going to give us a nice layered pattern. You're going to, so if you can see, most of these are pretty clean holes, but you have some like that one right there. All I do, since it's already painted and sealed with clear coat, I'm just going to take the end of a chopstick and punch through. And you see, it's nice and clean now. This one's got the little chunk on the inside. Poke through, give it a little twist. Just like that. Now it's nice and clean. So we'll just do that real quick through all these. Give them a nice check. Make sure they're nice and open to get the string through. I made all these holes using the tip of a soldering iron. I don't really use it very often right now because I don't do electronics, so it's just kind of a cheap hot tool, even though I have a wood burning kit. I just can't find it. So I opted to use the soldering iron, and it made a nice hole. It gave me the same size every time. It was relatively quick, not too messy. And yeah. So just finish doing all of this. Little prep work would have solved a lot of this, but whatever. It'll be done relatively quick. So when it came to this foam, this EVA foam, all I did in order to paint was I hit it with one or two, depending on how much time I had to do it. I hit it with some rubberizing spray paint, and then that would keep the foam from absorbing the paint. So, and then I covered it with the color that I wanted, and then I hit it with a clear coat sealant to seal in the colors. It's a little crunchy, but it's not going to matter. Alright, so we have one piece to the next piece. This is just going to insert like this, and it'll be just like starting from when you knotted the bottom piece. I'm going to give it a little space so that it doesn't make it any harder to get the rest of this through. Meaning I'm not going to pull all the strings tight right away. I might get them all the same length, but that's about it. So, putting these through, grab and pull. This is probably the thing that will drive everybody insane because it takes more time than most of the other parts. You know, making your designs and your details, all that stuff's pretty quick. Unless you're indecisive, then it takes forever, but this lacing part is going to be the bane of these armors, because you have to make sure you do the same pattern on all of them or it will show up. I've done this twice before. One for that blue samurai armor that I made, and then for Briston's samurai armor Mark 1. I'm going to be doing his again. Alright, so all of it's through. Now we're just going to pull it nice and tight so that the strings are always through. And it should line up and pull itself together nicely like that. Now all we're going to do is do the same for these X's right here on this first layer of the next plate. And it should look pretty good. Let's do that real quick. So we're going to do left first. Make sure that's nice and clean. Nice. Pull that through. Alright, there's one side. See, it's twisting, which will look nasty. So we give it a little twist and it smooths itself out. Makes that X look nice. Need to be really careful, because if you don't catch one, using this red on this yellow is going to really show. People will see twists and they'll see messed up patterns. So, real quick, you have two of the same, so that one and then that one. And then this top piece will just go through into another plate until you used up all your plates. Alright, well you're just going to do that all the way through, and then hopefully it will come out nice and neat. I'll be showing pictures once I finish doing all these plates together. Alright, let me know if you have any questions. Later.